I'd like to welcome you to this week's report. It's the Thursday before Christmas here, and we've got about another week and a half of rock fishing before it shuts down for 3 months on the 1st. Sadly, part of that week and a half is going to be taken away by bad weather mid next week. But before that comes in, we've got some definite fishing opportunities ahead of us here. Today is Thursday. Friday looks great. Saturday looks great if you can get away from the family for a little bit of a Christmas Eve fishing. Sunday, I don't know. Maybe you're Jewish and celebrate Hanukkah. You can head out on Christmas Day. Probably won't be any traffic out there. I know a lot of us have Monday off work. It's probably the best day of the week to go out because we got a storm coming in on Tuesday. It's going to linger in through Friday. And although the forecast is still a ways out, it looks like we got some wind going into the New Year's weekend. But without further ado, let's head out to the map. Heading up north, a lot of good rock fishing happening up there right now. There's squid at the islands. Fish are biting. Even the fish along the coast are biting real well. My friend Rob Cato and his buddies went up to, had launched out of Santa Barbara. They could run to the islands with little roughs. They ran up the coast instead. And just had really good fishing on big reds, lingcod, some really nice sheephead. They're fishing with squid and doing real well. But those fish up there, minus the sheephead maybe, will definitely bite the artificial lures just as well. Sport boats are fishing Santa Rosa and also Santa Cruz Island. I imagine some of the boats are probably even running to Miguel when the weather permits, and they've just been doing great. A lot of big rockfish, a lot of big lingcod. It's getting to be the good time of year. That's why they're shutting it down for 3 months after next Sunday. So it's just the way it goes. I guess that's why they know when to close it. But yeah, if you want to head up there Friday or Monday is probably your best day, or over the weekend. It should be fine for private boaters or sport boats up there through Monday night, maybe even into Tuesday. But after that, we got that weather moving in. It's not a lot of wind associated with the storm, but it could be bad in localized areas. So I'd keep an eye on the weather before heading out if you're going out next week at all when that storm is here. Just keep close tabs on what's happening with the wind, because that can definitely throw your plans out of whack. Hey, down the coast, rockfish are pretty much biting everywhere. I fished up at Palos Verdes on Sunday afternoon. I planned to go to Catalina or Clemente, but it was just too darn cold in the morning to go. So Matt and I launched at, I think, 11. Left the house at like 11. Ran up to Rocky Point, went over to the Santa Monica Bay. Got some spots up there in about 250 feet of water where the reds will actually bite a jig, which they, for whatever reason, they won't do very well along the coast out of Long Beach. I have no idea why that is, but it seems like once you get across into the bay, they'll suddenly bite the jig. But we had limits of small reds, 2-pounders, 2.5 pounds. But that was a quick, fun little afternoon trip. Got up there, beautiful weather, knocked out those fish, prospected around a little bit for new spots, and then we're back in the driveway by 4 o'clock. So basically 5 hours trip, but plenty of fun, and definitely got to scratch the fishing itch. It sounds like the rock fishing is pretty steady everywhere. I know the sport boats mostly are fishing with live squid now. There's live squid all over the place, so they're getting live squid and having, as expected, better rock fishing, more reds, better quality of fish overall. They definitely like it over the sardine or the frozen squid. So if you're going to jump on a sport boat here coming up, just want to make sure they have live squid aboard, because it's going to really improve your chance of having a good rock fishing. Bluefin tuna, they're still out there. Tanner Cortez, there's some steady fishing out there. All the boats over the last week have been loading up pretty well. Some bigger fish out there too now. I know that most of that fish is 30-pound class or less, but there's plenty of bigger stuff being caught. I know at least one of the long-range boats got into a drift at night. Got some real nice ones again. More of that fall-grade fish we had, but yeah, I'm sure boats have trips online all weekend. And weather permitting, they'll have trips next week. I wouldn't worry about getting out there in a little bit of rain, but I definitely check that wind forecast, because that's a long run. And I don't know if you've ever been out at Cortez or Tanner when it's rough. It sucks. So, yeah. If you're heading out, just plan on rockfish pretty much everywhere. I'm sure you can catch some bass along the coast somewhere. Haven't really heard a whole lot. I'm sure guys were catching them, but the water up at PV was like 58 degrees when I was up there. So, theoretically there should be bass biting, calicos biting, but the water was also really dirty and there's a lot of debris in it from the last rain we had. So that's only going to get worse again after this next band of rain. So yeah, it's the end of the year. What do you expect? You know, it's maybe it's a good time to just sit at home, spend some time with your family, enjoy the holidays, or you know, do a little afternoon trip like I did. That's about it for the report. But so you know, I've got one more week here of stuff to talk about, and I think that come January 1st, there's going to be a lot less coverage. So what I've decided to do is I'm putting together a series of videos that is going to take you guys through all the steps of basically how to understand what's going on in every aspect of fishing, and not just like, hey, here's how to fish a particular lure or something like that. It's going to be more along the lines of understanding what's happening in the different places we're fishing, be it a bay, be it inshore calico bass, be it structured sand bass, be it rockfish, be it yellowtail at the islands, white sea bass at the islands, tuna, other game fish offshore. This video series is going to start small, working from the bay, and then moving to the inshore stuff, then moving to the island stuff, and then moving to the offshore stuff. But hopefully by the time it's all said and done, you'll have a pretty comprehensive idea of my thought process, which, you know, I'm not saying I have all the answers or I know better than other people. I'm just saying I've over the years kind of developed some ideas on how things work, and it pretty consistently works well for me. So we have that to look forward to. So I'm going to probably do, you know, a video a week or a video every 2 weeks during the slow season here and see how it goes. They're not going to be super long, maybe 10, 12 minutes. It's not going to be like a big lecture about something, but hopefully it's well received, and I can help some of you guys out, private boaters who are looking to become better at what you're doing. And you know, even sport boat anglers can pay attention to it, because understanding what fish are doing might help you make decisions on where to go fishing, what boat to go on, or how to fish when you're on a boat, and you know, to maximize your opportunity out there. We're also going to be including some more how-to videos next year and things like that. And I got all your comments about things you would like to see, so if you haven't mentioned anything yet, feel free to drop a comment below and let me know what you'd like to hear about. But that's about it. I wish you guys all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'll talk to you before Happy New Year. So Merry Christmas to you and all your families, and I'll see you next week.